All right, I'm hoping that the audio is working good. If it is working good, let me know. It is noon. Trying to look in here. Howdy, everybody. This is the first time running the live stream on YouTube, so we gotta make some adjustments on getting the comfort zone set up. I'm overall looks good. Looks good. Now I need to look at the. I'm gonna look on my mobile and see if I'm running on there and how that looks on there, and if I even got some freaking audio. If it don't double, hopefully, if it don't double. Anyway, it looks like it. Hold on a second. Now, I see myself on here. It works fine. You might hear a slight double on that, but that's all good. All right. What's up, everybody? This is your personal chef George in the house. And I'm happy to actually get a YouTube live stream going. That's cool. So let's talk about yesterday. Uh, we can go all the way back to last week. I mean, this whole weekend was insane, fun, and busy. It was insane, fun, and busy. So I'm gonna do some more. This is really for my subscribers. I want to thank y'all and the Patreon folks, and that includes the folks in Twitch too. I'm creating this YouTube live stream, which I'm so glad we got an opportunity to test this out, because this is actually the first run on desktop. This is actually the first run on desktop. So yeah, as far as like the lighting and looking at the camera and all that stuff, it's the first run. And hopefully, if this is not screwed up, it should go into replay for everybody to be able to see. And I started doing the afternoon uh afternoon lives, because it seems to work a whole lot better when I can release these on a Wednesday. As you can, it's quiet. Nobody's at the house at this time. Um, and it's just a intimate moment to actually chat with y'all and thank y'all so much. Like I said, we're on a mission to get 1,000 subs, and this is a mission that's on YouTube that's been quite challenging, but I know that it can be completed. Now that I'm getting a better idea on what YouTube is asking for. That's basically it. It's like trying to understand what YouTube is asking for. Man, these coffee mugs is the prize that we're going to be giving out at the end of this month. I did the coffee. I did the 20-ounce tumbler this last month, but I'm gonna keep it simple, a lot with the products and the merch, and I've been putting out the information. Like, we've been putting out the information. I have merch for like years. And once again, it was actually started on Facebook. Everything was started on Facebook. Facebook and Instagram, they hit me up and they was like, yeah, you can put your merchandise while you do your live streams. And this was a young period of live streams. This was the early days of discovery, and actually I was getting discovered by collabing with others. I would get discovered by collabing with others. Very similar to the Twitch method. Twitch method is seems very similar. You get discovered by collabing with other folks, and then that audience that likes, likes their content will like your content. So you try to find similar folks that's equal or somewhere around into your content. You're right, food related, and and I would laugh my butt off when I think about this now, but it's like everybody, it's it is what it is, and I do not judge because of it. But it seems like everybody is in the game to want to win, but not share the victory, and that is the God honest truth. Everybody's in it to win, but don't want to share the victory. So they would allow, it was like they want me to go on their platform and entertain people, and it would help grow my stuff. But they wouldn't. A lot of them would never come over my way. They would never come over my way. They would have every excuse not to want to come over there. You know, it's just it's a wicked game that the cats want to play on social media, and that's okay because I mean, in that whole journey, it just made me discover, the strengths and weaknesses of George's hot sauce and barbecue. What to focus on, who to focus on. So, making an announcement to folks on Instagram. I try to create a chat group, and I want to create a chat group on YouTube. Hopefully, if possible, that can work. I want to create a chat group. Um, but in the Instagram, I am going to put a stick of dynamite under my chat group and blow it up. I'm going to do it. I'm going to put a stick of dynamite under the chat group and blow it up because for some odd reason, I don't have admin control of my chat group. So I don't have control of who, people can leave. They can choose to leave if they want. That's fine. But I don't have control of removing the person out of the chat group if they get out, if they get out of line or do something goofy, right? I don't have control of removing them out of the chat group. They have to remove themselves, and that is stupid. I'm like, why y'all create this? So I'm going to blow it up. This is probably the third time that I've blowed up the Instagram chat group, and I'm just trying to reconstruct it to be in a manner where it fits everybody. My train of thought and ideal about that is that I wanted to be similar to like Discord. And those who don't know, we have a Discord community. And I always tell folks, if you are a YouTuber and you want to get views and stuff, and you are trying to grow in a community, you can always join my Discord. Especially, I'm always looking for folks who are fellow YouTubers that are active. That is the key. Active. I got to keep saying that word, active, because we don't. It doesn't make any sense to actually have content and you're not being consistent and not moving. It doesn't make any sense unless you are a free content flowing person, then and you announce that and you state that, then it's respected. But if you put in a lack of work to even be discovered because life is so difficult and all this other stuff, then it is what it is. But I'm really encouraging and looking for active folks in content creating communities. You can do YouTube, TikTok, and all that. That's what Discord is really for. Discord, you can create these channels where you can stick your videos and all that kind of stuff on there. So that's what it's for. That's what I was shown, and I created that area. It's like a honeycomb hive of you to put your information in and share, and we can talk about it. That's what the chat zone is for. The chat zone is to talk about the coolness. There should be no it should be no excuse trying to figure out what to say. It shouldn't be. It should be always talking about something that you created. That's what the chat zone is for. It's something that you created, something that happened last night, something that we have an interest in. So, like I said, I'm going to, one way or another, I'm going to figure it out and reconstruct and get these things right because, like I said, that is the purpose of that Instagram chat group. It's not supposed to be, but at the same time, it's like it's all about discovery. So a lot of folks are trying to discover how to use it. Sometimes people don't know how to use it. So yeah, the next one I'll create is I'm going to mute the call message thing because you can actually control that. Now I've learned that you can actually control that now. So that will be monitored, but I got to make sure I got full admin control of it. So that way, the next time I set it up, it's going to be people that I am active in chatting with that want to have conversations. Now that doesn't mean that I'm going to eliminate those individuals who don't want to have that conversation. It will be for an audience to observe and watch from the background. You can actually do that, or AKA lurk. We say in Twitch, you know what I'm saying. But I have to selectively pick those individuals and know who they are. And how I'm going to do it is going to be pretty simple. It's how active you are in the chat. You know, and I give people people that I give them a hard time. But if you got that's all you got a time in the world to do is like something, that's fine. Um, and I always say I'm energy in, energy out. So I'll normally return the favor in that manner. If that's your style of energy, then I'll return in that manner. So please, for God forbid, don't say why you're not commenting on my stuff. Don't even bother asking me that. Don't even bother asking me that. So tell you that right now. Um, but yeah, we've been doing really, really good on the Twitch stream, and I want to thank all the people in YouTube that are active and hanging out and supporting each other. Thank you so much. I appreciate you. And when it comes to say active and supporting each other, don't ever think it's all about money. In the end of the day, it's not about money. It's just be about is supporting each other's views of anything. And but it's upon you as the creator to look at what you're creating. You need to look at what you're creating. You need to analyze how it's getting responded to. And if it's working, keep doing it. If it's not working, stop beating yourself over the head doing something that's just not working. That's one of the things I've kind of witnessed with a lot of cats, man, is that they beat themselves over the head with mad content that is not working. And I'm like, stop doing that. Just find the one that's people are reacting to and responding to, please. And keep doing it. That's the only thing that you got to do. But if you don't really have an identity of who you are and what you're trying to do, then this is where you're going to go be at. You're going to try to we all going to try to do a whole bunch of stuff to try to figure out. I did a whole bunch of stuff just to see what people are going to respond to. I call it throwing content at the wall and seeing what sticks. Man, yesterday's stream was amazing, and shout out to Keller Girl. Happy birthday. Birthday's going to be coming up in the next 2 days. So wish her a happy birthday. She is on my social media. I'm not going to tell you which ones because you have to be there to know. You're not stalking my buddy. No way. Now, we did excellent. Yesterday was amazing because in Twitch, we have this thing that they call raids. Raids are a very effective tool that helps you be discovered in the Twitch community. It's an effective tool, but basically, in a nutshell, to explain, it's like you have people colleagues that you have that stream, right? But to me, I think it's all about the chat, and making noise. But that individual, when they get through with their live stream, they have the opportunity to send the viewers to another streamer, right? They have an opportunity to send them to another streamer. And what that does is that it send you to another streamer. But as a streamer, we have only so many minutes to entertain those individuals, because the reality is a lot of those folks are getting sent from one stream to the next. And you got to think about this. These individuals that are bouncing in and out of these streams, they're getting sent over to you, and they may have been on there for 8 hours. You don't even know their time that they were on there, but they might have been on there for like 8 hours, 7 hours, 6 hours, or they're basically over there for the courtesy of the person that they enjoy. And if they're over there for the person they enjoy, then the ideal is to be sent over and be entertained for a couple minutes before you go take out and go to work, or do some other stuff that you're scheduled to do. So that's the ideal of a raid. So as a streamer that gets a raid, you have only so many minutes to capture this audience to say, hey, I want to follow this person, and I will be back next time to check you out. And those are amazing. It's an amazing concept. I think it's a really good tool to use. But I also feel like it's not the only tool. There's so many phases of discoverability on Twitch. There's so many phases of discoverability. So it's like you have to harness and understand all these phases. Do I feel like the raid is the most important? Well, I mean, I do, but it's a necessity to have to survive? No, it's not. It's not. Generally with a raid, because it happens, and we had that discussion with other streamers too, man. It's like some days you just don't get nothing. You don't get anything happening. And it's just the law of the universe going into action to say, today you're on your own and you need to stream your ass off and entertain like hell to grow. That's basically what having not for me not having raids on those days. That's basically what the universe is telling me. Is today you're on your own, and you need to stream your ass off and entertain and inform, and have them give folks a reason to want to come back and see you again. Just like what an actual raid is created for. You only got so many minutes to get that information out, to let people know how cool you are, how interesting you are, what you're doing. What I like about raids, when they do happen, if the raid comes in at the right time with the right amount of viewership, if it comes in at the right time with the right amount of viewership, and I'm at a phase where, like I said, I feel like raids, you got 5 to 10 minutes to entertain these folks before they go. So when that viewership is right, and I call it ripe, when it's ripe and ready, and my time of stream is towards the end, those are the best ones to do, because you can just keep sending those cool individuals throughout the Twitch channels to see other folks. Let's say you got 3 or 4 other folks that you support and love and you want to go hang out with. Hey, hang out with me because we about to go over such and such. And if the viewership is like at 10 plus, it just looks so cool. It looks so cool because now it's showing that you're growing, and you're sharing those viewers that you got that to your channel and want to see them grow. And I think that works out really good. But a lot of times, to be honest with you, I do not receive a lot of raids, and I know why. I just have a really good theory why. Because the folks that I follow, they're either after me, they stream after me. Nobody that I follow really streams before me. I don't have too many morning streamers. Let's put it that way. I don't have too many morning streamers that I hang out with. Not too many. There used to be one. She came on at like 10 a.m. But that was generally it. Everybody else want to stay. They usually wake up and prepare for their streams for later on. So 9 times I have easy choices to raid too. I just don't have a strong enough community to get raided to. That's what basically I have to stay. I don't have a strong enough community to be able to be raided to. Shout out to Hippie Wayfarer, Maryland, all these wonderful streamers. They stream after. Now Hippie streams like a certain days, like on the Sundays and stuff like that, a little before me. And they got Darth and a lot of folks they stream, but some of the streamers that I know they're currently on a hiatus that are early streamers. They're on a hiatus. They've changed their content. They've went in a different direction. Some of them just up and quit, just said I'm done. And it happens to be those streamers within the time frame that are capable of rating. So I guess you could say I'm in a networking build status right now. So that's just basically the universe saying, George, you're on your own, and you're gonna have to stream your ass off and entertain and make sure those individuals want to come back. And that's pretty much it. So I want to keep that in stride and think about that. I got a lot of more stuff to do. Hopefully we get a good stream tomorrow. But like I said, there's some things happening right now that I may have to call off that Thursday if we got a family event to take care of. What else is I got to get off my chest? Okay, yeah, I'm gonna. This is for, like I said, this is for my Patreon. This is for the wonderful folks in there that's been helping me grow as a content creator. 8.7 million views on social media. That is amazing, and it was scary. This whole journey is scary, y'all. I don't know, I may come off all kind of gung ho and fun acting and stuff, but if it's not happening and not working, you're like, man, what am I supposed to do when it's not working? You know, if it's and that you get a lot of that. You get a lot of that situation where you don't really see the responses enough to know if it's working. Um, a good example is I was over in Facebook and I had to spend 6 hours reconstructing that Facebook account. I had to spend 6 hours. Now, those don't understand, I got a work page for my catering and I got a merch page. I got a work and merch page. Now, the work page is the central hub of everything that comes in. When I create my reels that come from other types of platforms, they all go into the George's Hot Sauce and Barbecue catering work page. And then everything else kind of like scatters out. Boom. All that content goes right from there into George's Hot Sauce. And then the groups that we created for Twitch folks and YouTubers and stuff and barbecue enthusiasts. I just spread them all out into the Facebook world. And lately I've discovered it started with the Great Barbecue Connection. It was three of us that were in connection with that. And a lot of us changed in lives because some of them were getting older, some of them were already retired. So the ability to keep being consistent and creating content start to die down. And what will happen is that you get all these other new people coming in with a different agenda, and you could say it got all promoting and spammy, but it really hasn't. We actually keep it in check pretty good. But I can say that the engagement is just piss poor. And what I mean by piss poor is that people should be happy that, and talking about how much they enjoy watching each other's video, or, it's gotten so bad on Facebook that you got to literally put a warning in your Facebook post saying, if you do not engage, we will drop you off the list. and it's starting to happen also in Discord communities too. It's like, if you don't say good morning to folks, if you don't share a selfie, if you don't do anything to show you exist, then your ability to promote yourself is going to be eliminated. You end up taking away what they came there for. and frankly, I have not got to that level yet on Discord because we don't have enough people in the community to actually chastise and chomp on. And I got to admit, in my Discord community is a lot of folks who came in for support just to help it grow. They wasn't there to be an active person because they got enough going on in their world. They got to work their butt off just to keep their chat active. You know, they got to do everything they can to keep their chat and their Discord community active. So and that was the first thing I was like, yeah, I ain't tripping about that. What I need to do is find active people. So we actually got a cool group of folks that are active and talkative and and having fun with each other. Um, and what's interesting about our Discord community is that we're 9 to 5ers by trade. So a lot of chat activity doesn't happen until after 9 a.m. and we usually shut down talking after 10 or at 9 o'clock in this case. So uh, it's interesting that those folks that I connect with, then if they're third shifting, they still don't sit there and talk after a certain time. Hell, I get sleepy after 10, so I get it. Uh, but we're going to keep growing that Discord community. But like I said, I'm going to be very selective of these individuals. I do not want to waste not only your time, but most important, my time as well. Um, I'm going to be exact on the 30 minutes with this live stream. We got 4 minutes. So I want to start thanking a whole lot of folks who helped make this happen. First of all, my mom. Thank you, Mom. Greg, thank you. My brothers. I was hanging out with Jeffrey last night in his live stream before bedtime. All the individuals that I connect with and visit, I want to thank all y'all. So I want to thank all y'all for allowing me to, just sit back and do the STFU and just watch and observe and listen and allowing me to grow as a content creator on Twitch, where I can keep sharpening my skills, keep building. Once I get off here, I am going to go into the page and start working on more of the interactive stuff. I think we got a good thing with our interactive connection, but I'm going to add more sound alerts. We're going to get that Feed Coco in there. Feed Coco. That shouldn't be much on channel points, to be honest with you. I just don't, sometimes some things I create, I just don't want it where it get out of control. But Feed Coco is pretty cool. And I don't know, should I have it with, high channel points? Should I have it with low channel points? Those are questions I ask myself, or people in the community that have an ideal. I'm going to be more active talking to the community on what direction should we go. What do you like the most when we do it? Because I want to create content that we enjoy the most and we actually can't wait to see, and that's to me how it should be. When I'm watching shows that I like, there's certain things in shows that I can't wait, and I can't wait to stick around and watch and see. You know what I'm saying? So it's always cliffhangers, man. I'm a cliffhanger fanatic, and to me, getting a chance to see the food at the end is a cliffhanger. That's one. Knowing what you're going to put on it at the end via chat, that's another one. I mean that is so cool to do. I like to keep it interactive. I feel like if you keep it interactive, the need of a whole lot of bells and whistles won't be necessary. There is a such thing as overstimulating. You can overstimulate, you know what I'm saying? So I try to keep things basic. The cheer sound should happen. The subscription should happen. Only thing that's missing that will be down the road is the ability for our chat folks to initiate and trigger fun things to happen, animations and stuff. I haven't really jumped into that yet because of the power, because that requires a lot of computer power and stuff like that, I believe. That's just my assumption on that. And sometimes I can slow things down or they break, one of the two. But even if it breaks, at least that we got the core essence on what makes people want to come to the stream, just in case they do break down, right? And that was the main focus for me. I was like, I just want to make sure we got the essence, the basics down of what makes people want to come and watch the stream. And then with the content creating thing, once again, thanking the wonderful folks at Patreon, the wonderful folks in Twitch and YouTube, and all the other platforms as well. I mean, Twitch gives me the opportunity to capture the moment, and I love capturing the moment. I did years of practice now I can actually state I've done years of practice now, being on other people's chats and helping them capture the moment, and that actually helped me earn my craft, hone my craft into creating these monumental moments. So yes, when the opportunity comes and people want me to edit and create their stuff, it does cost. Just to let you know, fellow folks, if you didn't know, it does cost. So you consider yourself very, very um, blessed that I even give you the time to create content to be shown and known in my community. You should look at that as a blessing because I actually charge the hell out of people. And like a lot of folks are afraid of that. They're thinking, oh, he's giving me a taste and he's gonna come to me, because that's how the world is of Twitch. Twitch will like do that. They will sit there and do something for you. I'm like, now this is what you can do for me. you know, so you already did enough. You helped me be creative. You helped me catch the essence. and collab collab clips are going to be happening a lot in my whole content. It's going to be the heart of what makes me different than everybody else. So if you allow me to be a part of that, that's great. If you take it in a different direction, that's okay, because we got like what, a million plus people that are just as talented and good as you. So I end up replacing you with somebody else. So it's not that big of a deal if individuals got a plan or a thought process on why and what I do. Anybody can be replaced, including me. So that's just how it rolls. All right. I think this is it. I appreciate all y'all, and I hope you enjoy this information. We on a mission for 1,000 subs. Let's say that again. So if you love the YouTube shorts, if you love all of the videos, share with a friend, tell somebody, and I will keep my eye on the analytics to see which ones are hot. The ones that are in 1,000 plus 3,000, I'm going to keep making those videos. I'm just let you know. That's obvious. Those are no brainers. There's some hits in there that's not getting that very viewable. It's weird. There's some hits in there that I know there's really good content, but for some odd reason they're not hitting yet. But then next, like a month later or something, it blow up. Weird. So I'm going to keep messing around and trying to get it more discoverable to people. And like I said, the Facebook, I went and messed around with that for 6 hours, and boom, just like that, 18, 20 people showed up on my page. So I know there's some changes that need to be made, and I'm just going to keep adjusting as I go. And I want to thank everybody that have who enjoys what I do. Thank you so much. And let's keep the ball rolling. This thing that we're doing, like content, to me is like a locomotive train running on coal. And the content that we put in is the coal to keep people having interest to come in and see. So I'm going to make sure I look and see the best coal that I can put together, which is the content, and just keep putting it out there. And we're going to stay consistent. That's the key. We got a community now. So if I do have to, burn out and take a break, I will be there for you. And I will be in chat while I'm taking that break. All right. And then I'll be back even stronger. George's Hot Sauce and Barbecue out.